fingers up, take a shot, throw it up and don't stop. Living that life on the dark side. Like a 22 drop headshot, we don't wanna grow up. Living that life on the dark side. Life on the dark side.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. Welcome all to the 5th episode of Season 3 of APEW Wrestling Show. Tonight, we're having a lot of surprises on this match card and we're streaming live at the Bowling Green KY. As of tonight, this match card will feature a lot of matches. One of them will be very extreme as one tag team seeks revenge for losing their tag team titles unfairly, while others, they will warm up to upcoming next match card for the next episode. It is I, Reckless One, and tonight, the following matches for this match card will be a lot of surprises reserved for all of you viewers. And tonight, we will be featuring a singles match as Billie Kay, now no longer having her partner on the action because of her lighted injuries on her upper body or so. She will be at her corner as she goes one-on-one against Tegan Knox, one of the women's YouTube Tag Team Champions, who has her partner Shotzi on her corner. After losing once again to another Tag Team Championship match against Tamina and Natalya, it's time for these ladies to move on and find their retribution in the hopes of becoming tag champs. And to start off, one of them decides to release all the frustrations against Tegan Knox, no matter the reasons. Let us find out if she has what it takes to be a singles competitor. Coming up next, a match to be out of revenge after the New Day lost the tag team titles unfairly against the Viking Raiders. They vowed revenge, and the revenge they come up is a championship rematch clause against the Viking Raiders in a match that they call a full-on tornado mayhem. Anything goes, no countouts, no disqualifications. The only way to win this match is by either pinfall or submission. If the tag team pins the other first, gets to win the tag titles. But on them, the question is, can the New Day regain back the tag titles that were rightfully theirs and they never lost in the first place? Or will the Viking Raiders will fight fair and square against them with fire versus fire? Coming up next, we will have another women's singles match as the APEW Women's Champion Ember Moon, known as Tiny B, who's now become the Queen of Arc Champion and now double champion, will go one-on-one against Tamina, known as Bandit, one half of the Women's World Tag Team Champions, who has her partner Natalya at her corner. We never know what kind of a matchup we're witnessing about these two ladies, but the question resides in this match. Can Ember Moon outmaneuver Tamina using her athletic moves? Or will Tamina super kick her head off onto the oblivion? Coming up next, it's a match between number one contenders of their respective championship titles, as AJ Styles, the number one contender of the undisputed APEW title, goes one-on-one against Cedric Alexander, who has become the #1 contender for Wardlow's world title. This is going to be a battle between athleticism and skill set in and outside of the ring. We can't wait to see it happen. Coming up next, it is a champion versus champion match for the second time around, as the undisputed APEW champion, the British Bulldog, will go one-on-one against the APEW World Heavyweight Champion, Wardlow. Which one of these two champions will come on top, reign supreme as the better champion? Coming up next, after Hulk Hogan lost his King of Arc title, he felt a frustration grew inside of it. As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by my fucked up older brother. Coming up next, after poor Hulk Hogan lost his King of Arc title against Stone Cold Steve Austin, he felt a frustration building inside of him. And that is why he decided to challenge Randy Orton in the hopes of releasing this pent-up aggression and frustration against the Viper. But the question you all ask, what does Randy Orton has to do with Hogan's frustration after losing the title? We never know until we see the action in the ring. Coming up next, 8-man Battle Royal. The chance of facing the X Division champion. Will it be Goldberg? Will it be Priest? Will it be Billy Gunn, who is still the Intercontinental Champion? Will it be Samoa Joe? Will it be Alexander Wolf? Will it be Bad Boy McKay? Or Brody Lee? Or will it be Cameron Grimes? Remember, folks, 8 men in the ring. And a chance to face Max Cutter, the X Division champion, who holds the title since day one. Which one of these men will be the last man standing in the Battle Royal? Coming up next, we will have one hell of a Falls Count Anywhere match as Booker T challenges Cactus Jack for this kind of a match. For this, for this kind of a matchup. As you may know, Cactus Jack, he is no stranger to Extreme Rules matches and Falls Count Anywhere matches. But the question is, can Booker T surpass this legendary hardcore kicker? Or will Cactus Jack underarm hooks DDT him all the way down to hell? Now, last but not least, the main event of the evening, the one match that you all have been waiting for to see since the previous episode. And looks like Lesnar does not stop at nothing until he gets what he wants. And guess what? He finally has his match. He challenged The Rock, known as Crow, with one added up stipulation by the officials. If Brock Lesnar wins, this match, he will be added up to the championship match on the next episode. The question is, can Lesnar fulfill the impossible and make it possible? Or will the Great One rock bottom the beast all the way to hell? Without further ado, folks, let's get the show on the road. With our first match is a women's singles competition, as Billie Kay, accompanied by the injured Peyton Royce, goes one-on-one against Tegan Nox, one half of the Women's YouTube Tag Team Champions, alongside with her partner Shotzi Blackheart. And I hope you guys are ready for some hell of a women's action, folks. Because will Billie Kay manage to conquer her first win as a singles competitor? Or will Tegan Nox put her out for good? Let's head to the ring, folks. Let the show once again begin.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, accompanied by Peyton Royce, representing the Iconics. From Sydney, Australia, Billie Kay.
And here comes Billie Kay, who's been accompanied to the ring by her partner Peyton Royce, who got lightly injured. And speaking about the Women's YouTube Tag Team Champions, here comes Tegan Nox, who's been accompanied to the ring by her partner Shotzi.
And accompanied by Shotzi from the Welsh Valleys, one half of the Women's Television Tag Team Champions, Tegan Nox.
Since day one, Tegan Nox and her partner Shotzi has become the first ever APEW Women's YouTube Tag Team Champions. Can Tegan Nox outmaneuver Billie Kay? And the match has started with Tegan Nox throwing up the right hand onto Billie Kay. And another ruthless right. Down goes Billie Kay. Follows up with the kick to the lower back. And looks like Tegan Nox is returning to the ring after being thrown outside. And the action continues as Tegan Nox throws Billie Kay outside of the ring too. Action continues as Tegan Nox. Remember, guys, only pinfall and submission counts only inside of the ring. And looks like Tegan Nox has managed to return to the ring, no problem. And so has Billie Kay. It looks like Billie Kay wants to punish Tegan Nox so badly. I think he sees Tegan Nox as a Natalia with a beautiful FFG goes for the cover, and a kick out at 1 by Tegan Nox. And now with Peyton Royce supporting her on the corner, while Tegan Nox has the support of her partner Shotzi. Looks like Billie Kay manages to miss the target. And now Billie Kay has Tegan Nox on her shoulders. Beautiful running neck breaker. Now goes Tegan Nox, and another FFG for a good measure. Beautiful running slam. And a rope break stops her in the tracks. And a Shades of K for a good measure. Shades of K by Billie Kay. Can he win her first win as a singles competitor? And she does it! What a beautiful matchup we just witnessed, folks. Let's have a look at some highlights.
Here is your winner, Billie Kay.
What a beautiful win. What a beautiful first win for her singles competition status by Billie Kay. Just one Shades of K, and she managed to knock out Tegan Nox to the point has caused to have a perfect rivalry between the two. And now, folks, coming up next, after the New Day unfairly lost their tag titles against the Viking Raiders to the point they thought it was a rope break, it's time for the New Day to get their revenge, as they demanding to challenge the Viking Raiders for the championship rematch clause on their terms. And so they laid the terms on the table before the Raiders, and this becomes up a full-on tornado mayhem tag team match. And it's contested under the Extreme Rules. And remember, there are no countouts and no disqualifications in this match. The only way to win is by pinfall or submission. But the question is, can the New Day regain the tag titles which was rightfully theirs? Or will the Viking Raiders fight fire with fire as they fight fair and square on this match against the New Day? Will it be the New Day or will it be the Viking Raiders? Let's go to the ring for some matchup. And speaking of the New Day, here comes the challengers who are former tag champions.
The following contest is a tag team Extreme Rules match and is for the World Tag Team Championship. At a combined weight of 417 pounds, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, the New Day.
And here comes the new tag team champions.
At a combined weight of 552 pounds, they are the World Tag Team Champions, Eric and Ivar, the Viking Raiders.
And looks like Eric and Ivar, the Viking Raiders and new tag team champions, they are ready to face the New Day on fire with fire. As the New Day are warming up, watching the Viking Raiders in the ring with a tag gold around their waist. They won these tag titles that were never meant to be lost. And there it is, folks. The tag team titles are now on the line. Will it be the New Day walking out the new champs? Or will the Viking Raiders walking out retain the titles? And the match has begun. And Xavier Woods go right to the cover with an 8 defeat. And a kick out at 2 by Ivar. As Kofi Kingston goes right after Eric. And a troubling paradise to Eric by Kofi Kingston. Cover.
Eric has been eliminated.
And Eric has been eliminated, leaving Ivar alone to fend off against the New Day. Forgot to mention, if your partner gets eliminated, you will be on your own in a 2-on-1 handicap. But the question is, can Ivar deal with the New Day on his own? And a kick straight to Kofi. A cover. Hook of the leg. Kick out at 2 by Ivar. And a drop kick by Xavier Woods, dropping down Ivar hard. And now Kofi goes outside to pick up a weapon. And Xavier Woods delivering Ivar a ruthless right as he picks up outside the ring a baseball bat. Remember, Extreme Rules match. Anything goes. And now Xavier Woods, top rope he goes. And a leg drop delivered. And now Xavier Woods goes to the cover after a lot of punishment. And New Day are once again the new tag team champions. And they finally also avenged their unfair loss.
Here are your winners and the new World Tag Team Champions, Xavier Woods, and Kofi Kingston, the New Day.
And looks like Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods have finally done it, have finally avenged their unfair loss that it shouldn't happen in the beginning. And now once again they're the new tag team champions. But the question is, will the Viking Raiders avenge their unsatisfied match? We will find out on the next episode. Coming up next, we will have another women's singles match as Ember Moon, now officially the double champion since she held the APEW Women's Championship and the Queen of Arc Championship. She will go one-on-one against Tamina, known as Bandit, who has accompanied to the ring by Natalya. This is going to be an interesting match to watch. But we will find out who will be reigning supreme in this match. Will it be the double champion or will it be one half of the tag champs? Let's go back to the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Dallas, Texas, the Pro Wrestling Women's Champion, Ember Moon.
And here comes the double champion known as Ember Moon, aka Tiny B. Double champion because not only she holds the APEW Women's Champion around her waist, but she also holds out the Queen of Arc Championship on her, making her the double champion in the history.
Accompanied by Natalya from the Pacific Islands, one half of the Women's World Tag Team Champions, Tamina.
And here comes Tamina, who is accompanied to the ring by Natalya. Not only she's one half of the Women's World Tag Team Champions, but she's also the daughter of the legendary Hall of Famer Jimmy the Superfly Snuka. This is going to be an interesting matchup to see. And now Tamina goes right onto the action as she tosses Ember Moon in the corner and then onto the ring. And now Tamina, top rope, she goes! Elbow drop into the heart of the War Goddess. And a step up, clutch like crossface, but Ember Moon manages to outmaneuver Tamina. And now it's Ember Moon's turn to fight back. And a kick to the face. This is Tiny B, known as Ember Moon, against Bandit, known as Tamina, Signor Tony. Patience. And an elbow to the back of Tamina from the top. And now, Ember Moon feeding the strength from the crowd. And looks like Ember Moon is taking control of the match as she follows up with a War Goddess combination. Uh-oh. Ember Moon, top rope she goes. She has Tamina where she wants. The Eclipse delivered! As she goes right into the cover, but the rope break stops her in the tracks. And he misses the springboard crossbody. And now it's Tamina's turn to go on offensive. And now Tamina, top rope she goes. Elbow drop onto the heart of the War Goddess. And he goes for the cover, hook of the leg, kick out at 2 by Ember Moon. And now Tamina, she has Ember Moon where she wants, and a Superfly splash. Cover. Kick out at 2 by Ember Moon. And Tamina picks her up. Super kick delivered. And now Tamina once again goes for the high fly danger, and Ember Moon lifts up her knees. Can Ember Moon capitalize on this advantage? And Tamina tosses her hard onto the ring. It looks like Natalya is very proud of her partner, and Tamina follows up with the clothesline. And she tosses Ember Moon like a rag doll. And it goes for the cover. Hook of the leg. Kick out at 2 by the War Goddess. And Ember Moon. Beautiful tornado DDT. Carrying Tamina. And the rope break stops her once again. And now Ember Moon punishing Tamina for her offensive maneuver. And now it's Ember Moon's turn to go to the top rope. But she needs to have her target on her drop zone. Underarm hook suplex delivered. And follows up with a kick to the back. And now Tamina goes right after Ember Moon. And she delivers the Eclipse. Even though she missed it, but it was effective. The cover, hook of the leg, and a rope break instantly happens. Quick awareness by Tamina. And Tamina counters her combination. Snap suplex delivered. And now it's Tamina's turn to go for the offensive. And now, Tamina, top rope she goes. Can she nail it? The Superfly splash! The cover! And Tamina manages to pin down the APEW Women's Champion. And what a battle we witnessed, but at least I've seen some shown of respect between both competitors. What a hell of a matchup. What a sportsmanship we just witnessed after this match. And coming up next, it's going to be a men's singles action as the #1 contender for the undisputed title known as AJ Styles goes one-on-one against Cedric Alexander, who's become the #1 contender for Wardlow's world title. This is going to be a battle between not only high flyers but athleticism competitors. Who's going to reign supreme in this match as the most high-flying athletic competitor in the history of the sports? Let's find out when we go back to the action. And here comes the phenomenal one, AJ Styles.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
AJ Styles, since the previous episode, had managed to conquer the #1 contendership to face off against the British Bulldog for the APEW Undisputed Championship. And he needs to be well prepared as he faces on Cedric Alexander, who has become the #1 contender for Wardlow's World Heavyweight Championship.
And his opponent from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 200 pounds, Cedric Alexander.
And here comes Cedric Alexander, the one man who managed to survive the 8-man Pack Challenge elimination match from the previous episode to gain the control of the #1 contendership for Wardlow's World Championship. And as of now, looks like these gentlemen, they will face off against each other, but remember, this is going to be a battle between high-flying athleticism competitors. And the match has begun with AJ Styles going right after Cedric Alexander, and Cedric fells the neuralizer. And AJ Styles, top rope, he goes. He has Cedric where he wants, and a beautiful frog splash from the top, beautifully executed. And now the Styles goes for the cover, kick out at 1 by Cedric. And Cedric's fight back as he tosses Styles into the corner. And a chop following up. And a kick straight to the face as he goes right to the cover. Hook of the leg, kick out at 1 by the phenomenal one. And now Cedric goes for a submission hold, but the rope break stops him in the tracks. And a low drop kick onto the back of the phenomenal one. And now Cedric, top rope he goes. Beautiful frog splash of his own. Can he capitalize here? The cover, kick out at 2 by the phenomenal one. And a beautiful maneuver by Cedric Alexander. And AJ Styles managed to counter his offensive. Backbreaker, follow up with the neck breaker. And now Styles. Can he get Cedric Alexander where he wants? And I believe he's calling it phenomenal forearm delivered. And now he goes right to the cover. A hook of the leg. Kick out at 2 by Cedric Alexander. What a matchup we're witnessing here. And he's trying to deliver the 450, but nobody home. Second time missed. And a roll-up by Cedric, kick out at 1 by Styles. And a DDT delivered. Goes for the cover, hook of the leg, kick out at 2 by Cedric. It looks like Cedric managed to get up on his feet. And a standing moonsault, nobody home, but it's effective. And Cedric goes for the lumbar check. Lumbar check, down goes Styles. The cover, hook of the leg. And Cedric Alexander reigns supreme in this match. What a hell of a matchup we've witnessed by these two, folks.
Here is your winner, Cedric Alexander.
What a hell of a matchup by that man. With the win over AJ Styles, Cedric Alexander is now ready to face Wardlow for the title. And speaking of champions, coming up next, we will witness another champion versus champion singles match as the undisputed APEW champion, British Bulldog, goes one-on-one against the world heavyweight champion known as Wardlow. Wardlow, since the last time he conquered the title, he managed to defeat either Brock Lesnar or Braun Strowman for the title, to becoming the longest champion in history. But as far as British Bulldog goes, he still remains the champion. But the question is, which one of these champions will also reign supreme and be ready and pumped up for their matches ahead? Let's find out.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Manchester, England, weighing in at 260 pounds, the undisputed champion, the British Bulldog.
Here comes British Bulldog with the undisputed APW title around his waist. And looks like no one has ever dared to challenge him for the title until now. He knows that AJ Styles will face him for the title at the next episode.
And his opponent from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 265 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, Wardlow.
And here comes the world champion known as Wardlow. And a match has started, with British Bulldog throwing her first punch, only to be countered with an elbow. And a headbutt to the back of the head, and a hell of a toss by the world champion. And now Wardlow making the pressure on his shoulder. And a hell of a toss, what a strength. And Wardlow, beautiful military press. And he follows up with a counter and a headbutt by British Bulldog. And a knee to the back. And now it's British Bulldog's turn to fight back. What a show of strength by the undisputed champion. And a ruthless right. Down goes Wardlow. And Bulldog, beautiful vertical suplex delivered as he goes right into the cover. Kick out at one by the world champion. And a ruthless right delivered. And then Wardlow counters Bulldog's signature maneuver. And a tornado toss. Down goes the Bulldog. Cover. Hook of the leg. And a kick out at two by the undisputed champion. And now Wardlow goes for one power bomb. A trifecta of power bombs delivered. Can he capitalize here? The cover. And Wardlow, as world champion, reigns supreme in the match. Let's have a look at some highlights, folks. Wardlow, as the World Heavyweight Champion, has managed to pick up a win against British Bulldog, the undisputed APEW Champion. What a hell of a matchup we witnessed by these two champions. Now, coming up next, one former King of Art champion, after losing the title for no reason, he wants to avenge the loss, and that is why he wants to release his frustrations when he goes one-on-one against the Viper, Randy Orton. even though Randy Orton was eager for a worthy opponent like the Hulkster. Which one of these men will have their frustrations avenged? Let's get to the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Venice Beach, California. Weighing in at 302 pounds. Hogan!
And here comes the former King of Arc champion who is seeking revenge. And the first step is to release his frustrations against the Viper, Randy Orton, who was in the match and also was in his way. And looks like the Hulkster is all fired up tonight, folks. And here comes the Viper.
And his opponent, representing RK Bro, from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 250 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton!
And there they are, folks. Hulkster one corner, the Viper on the other corner. And the match has begun. With the Hulkster tossing Orton into the corner. And a lariat, down goes the Viper. And it follows up with a double effective elbow drops and a small stomp into the forehead. And now Orton fights back. And a spiteful DDT. Down goes the Hulkster. And Orton now goes for a submission of his own to punish Hulkster. And the Hulkster survives. Hogan. Beautiful demonstration of strength right there. And now the Hulkster goes into the cover. Kick out at one by the Viper. And Hogan defends himself on the drop kick. Beautiful vertical suplex by Hogan. And now it's Orton's turn to go to the offensive. And another spiteful DDT to the Hulkster. Follow up with the neck breaker. And no, Orton has Hogan where he wants the punt kick. That should take out Hogan's head off. And he goes into the cover. A hook of the leg. And a kick out at two by Hogan. No one has ever kicked out by the punt kick by Orton. And now Orton kick to the midsection. And another one. And a clothesline for good measure. And a big boot delivered by the Hulkster. And he follows up with the leg drop, dropping Orton's throat. And here's the cover. Hook of the leg. Kick out at two by the Viper. And a knee to the face. Down goes Orton. And the Hulkster tossing Orton into the corner. And looks like the Hulkster is going to the top rope as well. I believe he's heading for the superplex. Will this be enough? Cover, hook of the leg, kick out at two by Orton. And a backbreaker delivered by the Viper. And now Orton, he's heading to top rope. Beautiful splash delivered. And now he busts Hogan wide open. And he tosses the Hulkster into the corner. But Hogan manages to escape. Beautiful takedown by the Immortal Hulk Hogan. And the Hulkster gets reversed and chopped on the knee joint. And Orton goes right after the Hulkster as he tosses him into the corner. And now Orton lifts him up onto the top turnbuckle. And I believe, I'm thinking what he's about to deliver. Can he do it? Wait a minute. Orton on the second rope. Super RKO from the second rope out of nowhere. And he goes right into the cover. Will his revenge be extinguished? Hook of the leg. And a kick out at two by the Hulkster. Are you kidding me? Russian leg sweep. No one has ever kicked out of the Super RKO. Now Orton reverses Hulkster with a ruthless right. And another one. Looks like Hogan is all fired up here. And there he comes. Looks like Hogan is all fired up here. Big boot. And he follows up. with the leg drop. And now Hogan gives another one for a good measure. Will this be enough? The cover. Hulk Hogan has finally gained redemption. That's what I call an awesome win by this man. And it looks like I smell a sense of sportsmanship, a respect so big between these two competitors. And I believe it's going to smell also a rivalry between these two gentlemen. And now coming up next, 8-man Battle Royal as Brody Lee, Alexander Wolf, the Intercontinental Champion Billy Gunn, Goldberg, Priest, Samoa Joe, Bad Boy McKay, and Cameron Grimes, they will set foot in the ring to determine who will be the #1 contender for the X Division title. As of now, the current X Division champion, the one and only Max Cutter, is awaiting for the arrival of the new #1 contender for his title for the next episode. And that is why he suggests this kind of a battle royale to find his #1 contender for the title. The question is, folks, will it be Brody Lee? Will it be Alexander Wolf? Will it be Intercontinental Champion Billy Gunn to the point of becoming the double champion next episode? Will it be Goldberg? Or will it be Damian Priest? Or Samoa Joe? Or will Bad Boy McKay submit his legacy by becoming the first ever X Division champion? Or will it be Cameron Grimes? Let the Battle Royal begins. And here comes Goldberg, representing Furious as far as I'm concerned.
An 8-man battle royal, making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 270 pounds, Goldberg!
And here comes Goldberg into the ring, ready to eliminate whoever dares to get in his way to becoming #1 contender for the X Division title.
And from New York, weighing in at 249 pounds, Damian Priest.
Here comes the archer of infamy known as Damian Priest.
From Austin, Texas, weighing in at 283 pounds, the Intercontinental Champion, Billy Gunn.
And here comes the Intercontinental Champion, Billy Gunn, who's now heading to the ring, onto this Battle Royal. Despite having an X marked on his shirt, the only question I wonder, folks, will he become the double champion if he wins this Battle Royal? Looks like Billy Gunn is the most hated wrestler from the crowd, from what I presume. And here comes the Samoan submission machine.
And from Huntington Beach, California, 82 pounds, Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe, also a former undisputed APEW champion, who also intends to win this Battle Royal to bring back the title that was rightfully his.
And representing Imperium from Dresden, Germany, weighing in at 245 pounds, Alexander Wolf.
And here comes Alexander Wolf, the lone wolf of the Imperium. Even though he's no longer of the Imperium, he's a fallen Imperium himself then.
Fontana, California, weighing in at 232 pounds, Bad Boy McKay.
And here comes Bad Boy McKay since day one, trying to make a name for himself, and nothing good happens. Will this match be his moment to shine?
From Buffalo, New York, weighing in at 289 pounds, Brody Lee.
And here comes Brody Lee. Here comes Brody Lee. One of the men who's not only everyone should be intimidated with. And now Brody Lee, despite being one of the most intimidating and powerful wrestlers in the history of the sports, he's known as the Exalted One. And here comes Cameron Grimes, baby.
And their opponent from Burlington, North Carolina, weighing in at 220 pounds, Cameron Grimes.
And there it is, everyone. All competitors are in the ring. Let the battle royal begins. And now, and looks like Damian Priest is about to eliminate Samoa Joe right here. And Goldberg has eliminated Alexander Wolf on the spot. And Damian Priest has eliminated Samoa Joe. Alabama slam by Brody Lee. Down goes Goldberg. Powerbomb delivered. And a valley driver by Priest. And a slam delivered by Brody Lee. Released suplex by Billy Gunn as Lee shifts his attention to Priest, and a super kick to Billy Gunn by Goldberg. And a lariat clothesline, down goes Priest. And Cameron Grimes, can he attempt to eliminate Bad Boy McKay from the equation? And McKay hangs on dear life. And Grimes, backbreaker delivered to McKay. And Billy Gunn shifts his attention to Goldberg. Priest to Brody Lee. And looks like Priest has his attention to Brody Lee. Can he attempt to eliminate the big guy? And a backbreaker delivered to Grimes by McKay. And now Priest goes right after Brody Lee. And Goldberg delivering a jackhammer slam to Billy Gunn. And a follow-up with a reckoning by Priest to Brody Lee. Falcon Arrow delivered to Goldberg by Priest. And now Brody Lee shifts his attention to Bad Boy McKay. Grimes to Billy Gunn. Priest to Goldberg. And a reckoning to Goldberg by Priest. And Billy Gunn is eliminated by Grimes. And a super kick to Goldberg by Cameron Grimes. Falcon Arrow to Brody Lee by Priest. And another super kick to Goldberg by Grimes. And now Bad Boy McKay managing to busting Brody Lee wide open, I guess. And now Goldberg. Swirl neck breaker to Priest, down by Goldberg. Beautiful takedown by Cameron Grimes. And Brody Lee picks up Priest with a ruthless right. And now Goldberg manages to fight back. Cameron Grimes counters. Beautiful released suplex by Cameron Grimes to Goldberg. And now it's Priest's turn to get himself busted open. Super kick delivered to Goldberg by Cameron Grimes. And Cameron Grimes eliminates Goldberg. What a shocking elimination we witnessed, folks. And now Bad Boy McKay has eliminated Grimes. South of Heaven to Brody Lee by Priest. And he follows up with a reckoning to McKay. And a backbreaker to McKay. And it looks like he's shifted attention to Brody Lee as Brody Lee tries to fight him off. What a strength by the Exalted One. Beautifully executed. And he follows up with an Alabama slam. And a stomp to the midsection. Bad Boy McKay manages to get up on his feet. Ruthless right, down goes Priest. And now Lee shifts his attention to Bad Boy McKay. Look at the demonstration of strength by that man. Just one arm only. Beautiful. And now Brody Lee, backbreaker delivered to Bad Boy McKay. And now, 3 men remain fighting against each other, with Priest delivering a backbreaker to Bad Boy McKay. And now, Priest stun gun over the ropes to Brody Lee. And Brody Lee defends himself against Damian Priest's maneuvers. And a back to the neck, and a knee to the back of the neck. Follow up with a big boot, sending Brody Lee backflip. It looks like Damian Priest wants to put Brody Lee out of the equation so bad. And he follows up with the reckoning, busting Brody Lee wide open. And an arm DDT to Damian Priest by Bad Boy McKay, following up with the Kimura, with the Fujiwara armbar. And Priest dodges Bad Boy McKay's offensive into a Falcon Arrow. And a running clothesline delivered. And now Priest, Bad Boy McKay up on the shoulders, stun gun over the ropes. And a knee to the midsection of Brody Lee that was resting in the corner. Brody Lee reverse. And reverses again. And a chop, down goes Priest. And a lariat behind the back by Brody Lee. Release back suplex, down goes Priest. And another lariat. And another Alabama slam. And looks like Brody Lee is attempting to eliminate Bad Boy McKay. And I believe he's gonna do it. And Bad Boy McKay survives. And he manages to avoid the lariat, but the second time's the charm. And Priest fights off against Brody Lee's grasp. And now Priest has where he wants. And he delivers the Razor's Edge. Paying homage to the Razor Ramon. And follows up with a big boot. And now he follows up with the reckoning to Bad Boy McKay. And now goes for the Stomp of Heaven. And he follows up with the reckoning to Brody Lee. Look at the carnage. And he takes down Brody Lee from his feet. And looks like Brody Lee has managed to fight back. And a slam delivered. What a toss by the Exalted One. And Bad Boy McKay reverses Lee. And now Priest gets reversed by Brody Lee. Beautiful power slam delivered. Running neck breaker, down goes McKay. And a ruthless right delivered. And now a knee to the waist of Damian Priest. Punch and kick to the midsection. Super kick to the midsection. Follow-away slam. Down goes McKay. And now Priest has Brody Lee where he wants. But Brody Lee reverses the boot. And now Priest giving him another South of Heaven. And he follows up with the Reckoning to McKay. Looks like Priest is all fired up here. Can be. And now Priest is attempting to eliminate Bad Boy McKay. And he did it.
A competitor has been eliminated.
2 men remaining. Will it be Brody Lee or will it be Damian Priest? 2 big men in a ring. Only one of them will walk out of this battle royal as the #1 contender for the X Division title. And now Brody Lee stalking Priest. He has him what he wants. And a lariat delivered. And he drags him into the corner. Can he eliminate Priest right here, right now? Can it be Brody Lee's moment? And yes, it is. It is. Brody Lee is the #1 contender for the X Division Championship. This is one hell of a match to remember, folks. Let's have a look at some highlights.
Here is your winner, Brody Lee.
Now with Brody Lee as the #1 contender for the X Division title, the question is, folks, can he become the new X Division champion on next episode? Or will it be Max Cutter who can outmaneuver this giant? Now coming up next is a Falls Count Anywhere match where Booker T has dared to challenge Cactus Jack for the match itself, and looks like Cactus Jack, known as Mick Foley, has finally accepted the match. Knowing Cactus Jack, he is no stranger to these kind of matches. But can Booker T win this match against Cactus Jack's own game? Let's find out in the ring.
The following contest is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Making his way to the ring from Houston, Texas. Weighing in at 251 pounds, Booker T.
And looks like Booker T is ready for action. Remember, guys, this is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Anything goes. No countouts, no disqualifications. Falls Count Anywhere.
And his opponent from Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. Weighing in at 287 pounds, Cactus Jack!
And here comes Cactus Jack, who is no stranger to these kind of matches. And the match is on, folks, with Cactus Jack throwing the first punch, Booker T reversed, and now Cactus Jack's turn to take control of the match. Swinging neck breaker delivered. And Cactus Jack goes right to the cover. Kick out at 2 by Booker T. And now Cactus, top rope he goes. And a splash delivered. And follows up with a knee to the heart. And a Russian leg sweep. And now Booker T reverses Cactus. And now it's Cactus Jack's turn to reverse. Follows up with an atomic drop. Spine buster delivered. And a boom drop. And now Cactus Jack has Booker T where he wants. And he tosses Booker T hard outside with a power bomb. And now the action continues outside of the ring. Remember, guys, Falls Count Anywhere. And now Cactus Jack tosses Booker T back into the ring. And he follows up with a snap DDT. Back suplex delivered. Can be Cactus Jack's moment. And top rope he goes. With another splash delivered. Here's the cover. Hook of the leg. And a kick out at 2 by Booker T. And Cactus Jack delivers a pile driver. Cover. Hook of the leg. And Cactus Jack has put an end to this match so quick. What a matchup we've witnessed, folks. Let's have a look at some highlights.
Here is your winner, Cactus Jack.
Looks like Booker T has ended up losing against Cactus Jack's own game. While Cactus Jack is back in action, better than ever. Before we head on to the main event of the evening, guys, we're going to take a break of 1 minute and 30 seconds. Just don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss the main event of the evening. Will it be Brock Lesnar versus The Rock? If Lesnar wins, he will be added to the championship match card on the next episode. Don't go anywhere, folks. Okay, everyone, I am back and welcome back to the final part of the episode 5 of all of APEW Wrestling League show. As you may know, we've witnessed a Falls Count Anywhere match between Booker T and Cactus Jack, and Cactus Jack managed to outmaneuver Booker T to win the match. And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, the main event of the evening, the momentum match that you've all have been waiting for is here. Brock Lesnar, known as Tony, goes one-on-one against The Rock, known as Crow. But there's also a stipulation on the line. If Brock Lesnar wins this match, he will be added to the King of Arc Championship picture on the next episode. The question is, folks, will Brock Lesnar make the impossible possible? Or will the Great One rock bottoms the beast straight to hell if by force it has to? Main event of the evening, Lesnar, The Rock, right now, let's go! And here comes the Beast Incarnate, ready for a fight!
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 295 pounds, Brock Lesnar!
Brock Lesnar, the one guy who has waited for this moment for so long, has now finally got what he wants. A championship opportunity, but for that to happen, he has to get through The Rock first. Despite that being the #1 contender, if Lesnar wins this match, he will make the impossible turn into possible. The question I ask once again, folks, can Brock Lesnar make the impossible happen? Or will the Great One rock bottoms the beast straight to hell by force it has to? And speaking the Great One, here comes the Brahma Bull. Listen to this crowd, folks. At the arrival of the People's Champion, The Rock.
And his opponent from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, The Rock!
Listen to this crowd. The electricity in this arena has imploded the roof of APEW. And looks like the crowd is feeling the electricity. Like they're saying, look, there he is, the most electrifying man in all of sports entertainment. and let the match begin. Even though Brock Lesnar is a bit injured, but I believe he can manage to fight this match through. And the Great One delivers him with a DDT. And Lesnar manages to get back to his feet. And The Rock delivers another one. Looks like he wants to make Lesnar incapacitated. And a kick out at one by the Beast. Looks like The Rock is in control of this matchup. The question is, can the Beast fight back? And the Beast is now responding. He's reversing The Rock's offensive. Release suplex. Down goes the Grey One. And now, here he goes. To Suplex City he goes. What a Suplex City delivered by the Beast. And he has The Rock where he wants. And that 5 delivered. Can make it happen. Cover. And a kick out at 2 by the Great One. Almost a near fall by Lesnar. And a spine buster delivered by the Great One. Wait a minute! Rock bottom! The Rock has delivered rock bottom to the Beast! The cover! And The Rock has won the match! What a shocking moment we witnessed! What a big, huge win by the People's Champion. And I believe Lesnar will never be the same after this matchup. And with that match finished, we have reached the end of this episode of this stream. Looks like that is it for tonight's stream. Thank you all so much for being part of this awesome match card, of this awesome episode. But on the next episode, a lot of big surprises will happen. As of now, with Brock Lesnar out of the action, now The Rock has a lot more chances on facing on against Blood, known as Stone Cold Steve Austin, for the King of Arc Championship. And looks like the Great One has decided to send a message to the champion. He will come after him. And looks like that is it for today's stream, everyone. Once again, thank you all so much for being part of this show. This episode of APEW has been a wild ride of our lives. But on the next episode, there will be a lot of surprises going on. So good night, everyone. From the KY, this is Reckless One here, signing over and out.